OK. Tom, do you not think we're just being a little bit cynical and miserable here, ultimately, about two brothers, two families who are raising money for charities, for good causes? Why on earth should we be comparing what Meghan does to what Kate does? They've split now. They're separate families. They're both doing their own thing. Why on earth do we have this obsession with continuing to compare the work that they do? This is just charity work.
Well, we're not obsessed by it. What we're worried about is that the Meghan and Harry performance is constantly attacking and undermining our royal family. That's why they supported and helped Omid Scobie. They are vindictive. They're a vindictive couple. And they're getting public and world recognition. And worst of all is they're damaging the royal family, either by saying this absurd thing that the royal family is racist, by naming the two, which was really quite disgraceful. There was no evidence at all whatsoever for what Meghan said originally. And they don't tell the truth. And the trouble is that the royal family represents Britain abroad. It represents the best of British values. And when Meghan and Harry attack it, it's an attack on us. It's an attack on Britain's standing. We're not obsessed by the competition between the couples. We're obsessed by the fact that the Sussexes are determined to stand and fight and destroy what, in the end, is the basis of our constitution and our national life.
What do you think, Tom, about the public? Nick and I would have different views on this. A lot of people that I speak to would see this one way and some will see it another way. I'm obviously a royalist. That's what the old man did. I don't think they're perfect at all. I've said repeatedly that the one thing my old man told me was that starting with Charles and Diana, many members of the royal family have used the media systematically for their own ends. Fact, underlined. And once you invite that in, for me, the Harry and Meghan thing, the big thing that never gets spoken about is by going to Hollywood and taking on this whole celebrity status, you open yourself up for so much more. Of course, the royal family are supposed to keep calm, carry on, say nothing. Do you think the British public are fed up with this, as Nick intimated there, and can't see beyond the headlines? Or do you think the British public, can you see them ever forgiving Harry at all? Serious question.
Well, I don't think they'll forgive Harry, and not now, especially after his book Spare, which was just filled with inaccuracies and vile attacks on his family and on Britain, and lots of things which were just plain wrong. No, nor should they be forgiven. The problem is, as you rightly said, they went to California for privacy because they didn't want to be part of the royal family, the Goldfish Bowl, and they've done the exact opposite. They've gone out of their way
They didn't
to constantly
go
appear.
to seek privacy, Tom. You know that. People have been over this time and time again. They went over there to avoid what was going on here in Britain. They never said that they wanted privacy. They wouldn't have signed a deal with Spotify, with Netflix, if they wanted complete, total privacy. They wanted to protect their family on their terms.
That's just not, that's it. I'm sorry to hear this, inaccurate. You look at the statement they made when they left in January 2020. They said, we want privacy. We don't want to be reported anymore. We don't like being in the spotlight. They did the exact opposite when they were based in Canada. It was never intended. The whole point is that Meghan took the title and went into the marriage. You could tell it from the cast list at her wedding. It was to re-enter Hollywood as a celebrity, as a Duchess. And she's got what she wanted, except she hasn't got the jobs and the money and the power she really yearns for. And that is why she constantly comes out with these appearances, whether it's in California or in New York. They want to be noticed because that's the only way they can earn a living. I'm sorry, they did not, when they announced their departure, say they were going to spend the rest of their lives attacking the royal family.
Well, thank you so much to Tom.